This show features adults using adult language and discussing mature topics. You have been warned. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Mists of Kren's Valley. Sorry we're a little late. I was a little late, but enough about me. Let's go to what the players are doing. So, I believe everybody is in Argynvostholt, this area that's filled with revenants, some soldiers from the past, from like some previous army. They had some dragon themes to them, and one of them led you to this place, trying to get you to convince their leader to let them fight Strahd. You guys got there, and quite a few of them were blinded by rage and attacked you. Some discussions happened. Then Strahd showed up. And a fight ensued. So currently Saxton has Strahd pinned to the ground as they were in a wrestling match. Nym's, I think, on top of the table where that's happening. Meanwhile, in the chapel, Hemlock was in like a death grip from the leader of the Order of the Silver Dragon, Vlad Hollingard. And he just dropped her, but only after getting rid of her artifact, the Icon of Ravenkind, and throwing it out the window. So I think we're going to leave off right at that point. I'll leave it up to you guys. Do you want to reroll initiative, or do you want to keep the initiative we had?
I would like to reroll, because if I remember correctly, my initiative was shit.
Your initiative was 20, actually.
Oh, never mind. I would like to know.
It's
fine.
I'll just keep the initiative as is then. So we start with Saxton then. Saxton, you have a stunned Strahd on the ground, who's no longer stunned, because at the beginning of your turn he's no longer stunned.
I thought it was at the end of my turn.
Beginning of your next turn, I thought.
It was with Stunning Strike.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, you currently have him grappled.
Are the other vampires still in the other room?
Yes. Those 3 vampires are, yeah.
How close?
Oh, until the end of your next turn, you are correct.
So how close is everyone else to me?
Nym's about 10 feet away, and everyone else is in the other room, really. At the doorway is Vladimir Horngard, not Wolgard. Horngard. He's this big, buff eagle dude that is just as jacked and as tall as you are.
Alright.
He has a great sword, and it's sheathed. And his back is to you.
Alright. I can see that this current situation is quickly becoming untenable. So, without anyone hearing, I'm going to whisper to Strahd.
Okay. You can send me a message if you really don't want anyone else to hear.
Okay.
And besides the whisper, do you do anything else on your turn?
Just continue my grapple.
Okay. Strahd might react depending on what the whisper is. Are you sending it in Discord or are you sending it in Zoom?
I'll send it in Zoom.
Okay. Up next, then, is Hemlock. Hemlock, you are no longer grappled, but you probably have a little bit of a headache from the grip on your skull that was slowly breaking it.
Yeah, he was kind of crushing my skull. But I
The icon is still emitting daylight, but it is outside. It is
Is there a
actually putting off
way?
a nice hue, even though most of the church stained glass is broken. The parts that aren't, it's like the sun's coming from the ground, and the rays are going upwards towards the ceiling.
I can't remember what I wanted to do last week, so I'm just going to can I run and jump through the broken window and grab it?
You can, but there are 3 vampires in your way.
They're in my way. I thought they were above me. Like, would it just provoke an attack of opportunity or something?
I would say it would provoke 1 attack.
Yeah, eat shit. I gotta get this. Eat shit vampires. I'm running and getting the
Okay, let me pull up their thing.
Actually, I can. Would it be an action to jump through the window?
It would be a dash to get out fully outside, yeah.
Okay.
It would be
All
a
right,
move to
fine.
get to the window, but to get out there, it would take your action.
Okay. All right.
Do you still want to do that?
Yeah, I still want to do it.
All right. Vampire swipes at you with the claws. 24 hit.
Shit. Yeah.
You are grappled. You take no damage. Where do you think you're going?
Can't we stop grappling people?
You haven't used your action yet, or your bonus action. If you can attempt to escape the grapple if you'd like.
I would like to.
They're getting really close to your neck.
Do vampires feel pain?
It seemed like they did when the sunlight got yeeted out the window and it hit them for a brief second.
Okay, but like
This
I mean,
vampire is burnt. Like they're charred a little bit.
is it a boy vampire?
It's hard to tell. They're very burnt.
Fine. I'll just throat punch him.
Okay.
Try to get out of the grapple.
Oh, okay. So are you trying to get out of the grapple or are you throat punching them?
Okay, as a flavor, can I punch him in the throat to get out of the grapple?
Yes. So give me a throat punch acrobatics or a throat punch athletics check.
Rush of Genius! You have a +5.
Yay! Okay. So +5. That would be 18.
All right. You punch them in the jugular, and that seems to not do any damage, but it kind of shocks their system, and they do let go of you.
Okay. I still have some of my movement, or
I would say you still have your movement. So
okay.
you can get to the window.
I'm getting to the window.
According to the rules are but about this. Like your move, it's like you got to do like all in the same time. You can't do like move and then action or bonus action and then move some more. But I think that rule's dumb. So you're at the window.
Yes. Thank you. I don't have anything else because I'm not cool and I don't have bonus actions or extra attacks or anything. So action surges, like all my other characters do. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm reading a whisper. Okay, so after your turn, it is Nym's turn. So Nyhm, you're up on top of the table, and Saxton's currently whispering something into Strahd's ear, who is stunned.
I like that.
Actually, no, he's no longer stunned, because Saxton's turn ended.
And the chapel is at least 30 feet away, plus the distance it would be into the room to get to anybody else, right?
You're about 20 feet away from the where Vladimir is, who's standing at the doorway.
Oh, bully. Which way is he facing?
Away from you, currently.
That would give me sneak attack, would it not?
Yes, it would. Saxton, Strahd nods.
Oof.
Oof. Oof.
Yeah.
Not like this.
So, Nyhm, roll to hit.
I'm not ready for this.
Yeah, I think I will need to use my rapier on this one. So,
Does he not like? Or does he not like?
22 to hit with the rapier.
22 hits. And as you hit, summoning out of the Immaterium are 6 ghostly-looking knights who come to his defense.
Oh, great.
All swords drawn, ready to swing right at you.
Yay. All right. Oddly, 22 piercing damage.
1, 2, 2. Okay.
And I will use my bonus action to disengage and use the rest of my movement to get as far back onto that table as I can, considering the new ghostly defensive unit.
Okay. There are 2 within melee range of you still. Because 6 of them did appear.
Oh, so they appeared in the
Oh,
kitchen
oh.
or in the dining room, not in towards the chapel.
Yeah, they appeared around you.
Okay,
Some of them swing at you with their reactions and miss because of your disengage.
thankfully. Well, that was my move, action, and bonus action, so that's my turn.
Oh, and Vladimir will turn around. His eyes glaring at you. Leering at you, I should say.
I'm
After
try to talk him down.
After you, it is Tim-Tam's turn. So, Tim-Tam. Vladimir looks distracted by something, but probably more importantly, Hemlock looks like she's about to get attacked by 3 vampires. And you're in the same room as her.
Okay, so. Okay. So those 3 vampires are like in a.
One is just off of the wall.
Are they within 20 feet of each
the
other?
range is between 20 to 60 feet away from you. 2 of them are within 10 feet of each other.
Okay. And is any of those? I mean, are they the closest to Hemlock? Are those the ones closest to Hemlock too?
No, the one closest to Hemlock is the one that grabbed her, and that one's the one that's 60 feet away. Because you're way on the other side of the room.
Okay. Well, I will. I will throw a fireball to the dart together.
Okay, dex save.
I mean, I'm not sure if I'm understanding how big this room is though.
Okay, this room.
So can I get those 2 and not burn anyone else?
Actually, you could get. It's a 20-foot radius, right?
Yeah.
You could get all 3, but you would hit Hemlock.
Oh no.
You can hit me. It's fine.
You're not a monk. But a fighter.
I have more hit points than Saxton.
Yeah, but he has like the dodgy thing.
He's more flammable.
Actually, No, yeah, you would have to hit her.
Okay. I'm not hitting.
But you would hit all 3.
It's not worth it. I'll hit the other 2, and hopefully the flame and the light and the sound will be enough.
An explosion goes off from your fireball. Chandelier is broken and goes to fall. But first, I'm going to roll my dex save for your fireball. But they'll get secondary ones for the chandelier falling on them. 24 to hit. Or not the hit, Jesus. Dex save?
Okay. My mind. No, my DC is 17.
Okay, we're all right tonight. It's fine. 17, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, then the 15 would not pass. So one passes, one fails, and then I'm gonna roll for the chandelier. Save. Fail. And pass. Oh, okay. So how much fire damage do they take?
27.
27 would be 13 halved. And then as the chandelier falls and shatters, the one that did make the check against your fireball doesn't make it for the chandelier, and vice versa. That's a big chandelier. Alright, so I hear you chirps a lot. Alright, so that's your turn.
Nope, because Tim-Tam will shoot at the one that's coming after Hemlock.
Okay, roll to hit.
I forgot I had a thing.
Or is it a dex save?
No, it's the first ballista. It's a 17 to hit.
That hits.
So 15 force damage,
Okay.
and it gets pushed 5 feet away from me.
Alright. Vampire actually would get pushed outside. No, it wouldn't. The window's not like ground level, so smacks up against the window ledge. That's your
Oh,
turn?
that's my turn. Yeah.
Okay.
I will be visibly confused as a free action.
Okay. Strahd, prone and grappled, turns into mist. And you see the mist disappear back into the chapel room. Saxton. Those of you in the chapel, Strahd appears. Uses half his movement to get up. Brushes himself off. Okay, boys, our job here's done. Let's go.
Oh no. Oh no, what did you do?
Vlad. Strahd. Nice to see you again. Well, maybe I shouldn't lie. So, how's the mansion? And he just refuses to talk to Strahd. Vladimir's like doing everything he can to stop himself from drawing his greatsword. He's got like a hand on the handle. Meanwhile, the 6 ghost knights on Nyhm.
2.
6. 2 of them were within
There-
melee, so the other 4
There you
need to
go.
move to you.
There you go. So they weren't on me.
So now they're all on you.
Yeah, figured.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What's your armor class to save me sometime?
Do I have the shield spell?
I would cast it.
Well, it only works for one attack, doesn't it?
No, it lasts
it's
till you
until
it's
the
your-
next. Yeah.
Of course, it's not the one that I picked. So it's 17 because I do have mage armor on.
Well,
Okay. So I get to roll 14. No. 12 attacks.
Well, I'm dead, y'all.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to use online calculator for this. It might be more merciful to you. You guys don't have to hear the clunk of a bajillion d20 rolls. Let's see.
Flash of Genius?
That only works for one, though, doesn't it, US?
Lucky for you, only 4 of the attacks actually hit you.
Okay, hang on 1 second.
No, I cannot use it for ACs or anything like that. It's only like saving throws and that's it.
Do you use Uncanny Dodge on one of them?
Let me know which one's the highest amount of damage, and yes.
Oh, I'm going to average it because there's just so many.
Then absolutely.
Okay. So you take 24 force damage.
That's halved.
You halved one of the 4 attacks.
Oh, right. Oh boy. Too bad there's nothing else that would help me with dodging that. All right. 24 force.
And I think Vlad will just glare at you. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
Flash of Genius.
I appreciate that, considering my -1. Turns it to a 16.
Okay, you just pass. He seems to stare right into your soul, Ghostwriter style. But luckily D&D has saving throws. Okay, so that was the ghosts. There's revenants as well. So,
Considering I'm on the table, nothing else can get to me, can it?
yeah, the revenants aren't in the room with you. So they're going to move in, and Vlad puts a hand behind him, like that, and the knights stop where they were. And the vampires say, "Oh, are you sure that we have to go? She looks so tasty. I would really like to have a bite." And he says, "No. We've made a deal. We're gonna go. Or you'll be the next meal."
What?
And they all retreat up onto the walls. And they dash. So they go back up into the darkness of the ceiling, and you're pretty sure they're going to scatter into random openings in the ceiling to get out. Yeah, that's their turns. So Saxton, it is your turn.
All right, I'll be getting up off the ground.
Oh. Right before you do anything, sorry. Strahd didn't get to do this yet, because he technically had only used his bonus action and half his move. Strahd is going to wave his hand around, and he disappears. Then it's your turn. Sorry.
So, if he stopped them and the vampires are gone and he poofed, does that mean we're out of initiative?
You go to get up, and you see Nyhm getting piled on by a bunch of ghost knights. And not in a Brazzers way.
The revenants are not coming in, though?
Now that you see, no. You see
Well, it's just
Vladimir staring at Nyhm, though. Who's doing everything she can to stave off this small little squadron of ghostly knights.
All right, I'll call out to Vladimir to stand down, tell him that we will leave, and just let us to get out of here. To call off his men.
come into my home, bring him here with you, and then stab me in the back
We
and
came
expect
here.
me to let you go.
We came here seeking your help, and then you turned on us. We have the same enemy, but yet you will not do anything to fight him. What does he have against you? Did he take your balls when he took your life? You had a chance to ally with us and end him, but no. You said you'd rather let him stay and suffer. While that brings suffering to other people of this land.
You've come here to slay him, know this. There is no monster I hate more than Strahd von Zarovich. He slew Argynvost, broke the life of the knight I loved, and destroyed the valiant order of which I devoted my life. But Strahd has already died once. He cannot be allowed to die again. Instead, he must suffer eternally in the hell of his own creation, from which he can never escape. Whatever can be done to bring him misery and unrest, I will do, but I will destroy anyone who tries to end this torment. As he stares at you angrily.
Even if this means pain and suffering for countless that him and his kind bring to this land, you yourself would stand against the entirety of this land?
This land is his hell. The people here are part of it.
They didn't ask to be part of hell. You're sentencing them to death. You're no better than he is.
With that, he draws his sword. You do anything else in your turn? All you've done is get up and talk.
I guess I'll try to get in there and help Nyhm if he's not going to stand down.
Okay. There are 6 of these. I'll just see what they are. Phantom warriors.
Okay, I'll charge in and get in front of Nyhm, between them, and ready to dodge.
You're not going to attack any of them?
I'm still hoping we can get him to stand down.
He looks like he's going to come after you right now with his sword.
Especially considering that last one-liner you gave him.
Well,
he looks like he's an American general in World War II, and you just called him that just as evil as Hitler.
Would I have to go through the ghost to get to him?
No.
Well, take out the leader. Maybe the rest will fall. I'll charge headstrong to him.
Okay.
Let's see if we can put him down. Start swinging. 22 to hit.
22 hits.
He'll take 10 damage with that one.
This is magical, right?
Yes.
Okay. He does that tough guy anime thing where you like punch him in the jaw, but he doesn't move. And he just turns the head back to look at you.
Second hits a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits.
For 11 damage.
Okay.
If we're going to go in, might as well go in. Fury of blows. My first hit, 19 to hit.
19 hits.
All right, he's not going to be able to take any reactions against me. And he takes 9 damage.
Okay.
The last hit, 26.
26 hits.
he will take 8 damage, and I'm gonna need a strength saving throw.
Okay. $17.
All right, that passes.
Okay.
How much of my movement did I use to get up to him?
You used half your movement to get up, and you used 15 of your movement to get to him, so you get 10 feet more movement.
All right, then I move 10 feet back.
Okay. After you do that, he says, I perished defending this land from evil over 4 centuries ago, and because of my failure, I'm forever doomed. If you destroy this body, my spirit will find a new corpse to inhabit, and I will hunt you down. You cannot free me from this damn name. Words. I'm doing horrible. You cannot free me from my damnation, nor would I wish it. Hemlock, you're at the window. I'll say you'll take your move to get outside, which the icon is just outside.
I grab the icon, then I shout back into the place. Come on, let's just go. He's no use fighting. And Strahd's gone. It's worthless to keep trying. And I just sit there. I'll take a dodge action.
The talisman's still lit, right? Glowing sunlight.
It should be. It's...
Well, it's more of like, I'm asking if you keep it on.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. After you, it is Nym's turn.
So, first question first, I do need to know, they've not used their reactions this turn, right?
They have not.
Okay. Then I have a slight idea. If I use my bonus action to immediately disengage, I can take movement without anybody being able to use a reaction to hit me, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how far is it from me to Vlad?
Let's see here. Move back in. I'll say 15 feet.
From Vlad's position, how far is the door to the left, to the exit?
He's the opposite way of the exit.
I'm aware. I'm asking the dimension question from him to the door.
What do you mean by exit? Do you mean exit into the chapel or exit like out of the building?
Out of the building the way we came in, not through the chapel.
About 45 feet away. You'd have to go around the table, which is why I say 45 feet.
But I'm on top of the table.
You didn't quite make it on top of the table.
Okay.
Some of these ghosts are actually on top of the table. The two that were within melee originally, when I stated that, were...
Okay, let me rephrase the question. If I jump to Vlad, say for an attack, if I jump to the left with my remaining movement, how close is the door?
30 feet.
And his 2 lackeys are on the other side of him from my current position, right? They're just blocking up the hallway, the entryway to the chapel.
He is actually blocking the entryway to the chapel. He's standing right at the doors. The 6 Phantom Warriors are all within melee range of you, surrounding you.
then oof. Saxton backed up. Okay, he's the only one that's currently looking hostile, correct? His two soldiers from the other side were told to stand down.
Him and the Phantom Warriors that are on top of you right now all look very hostile. But he looks like
Right.
Vladimir looks like he's more attention is on Saxton than you.
Right. But what about the other two soldiers that were in the chapel? Or the other soldiers, I think.
You
it was
can't
just
really
two.
see them past him, and ghosts there attacking you.
Okay. Then let me ask you this. Forgive me for taking so long, but I did need to make a calculated decision. If I use my bonus action to disengage, jump to Vlad to make my attack, can I effectively pounce on him from above and then jump the opposite direction from where I came from? So basically continuing in the same direction I was going for the remainder of my move.
Yes.
And then I hate to add
It
mathematical.
would be fairly difficult just because you're really small. So it would be possible, but the doorway's top could be an impediment. So I'm pretty sure you'll make this check, but acrobatics check is for that.
If I slide underneath him between his legs.
Still acrobatics.
Okay. In that case,
if you don't make it, then you just you're right
Face plant.
next to him, essentially.
Okay. So then one last question. From his position into the chapel, how far is the closest window?
You don't know. You haven't really been in there.
That's right. I only peeked in there. Okay. Then yeah, I will do that. Bonus action, disengage, jump,
All right.
attack with the rapier, then use the remaining movement to continue in that direction.
All right, roll to hit. You don't have any allies within 5 feet of him, so you don't get sneak attack.
Yeah, unfortunately. But with a 24, I'm assuming I still hit.
Yes.
Yay. And is it 1d8 plus 4? I believe so. Yes. I need a d4. That would kind of help with the rolls. So 8 magical piercing damage.
Okay.
And then again, rest of my movement in towards the chapel, towards where I'm assuming Tim-Tam and Hemlock are.
Yes. Give me that acrobatics roll.
That's right. $32.
He actually tries to grab you and stop you, but you are very nimble. You're well known for that, and you do get past him.
Quick
Faster
question,
than he
though.
can even react.
Wouldn't that be part of his reaction to try and grab me, but which would be completely irrelevant?
It's thematic.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, shutting up.
He's not actually using reaction. Come on, man.
So movement, action, bonus action, that's my turn.
Okay. After you, it is Tim-Tam's turn. So Tim-Tam, Nyhm just seems to literally just pop into existence because they just move that fast through the area.
Okay.
Especially with over a 30 on the check.
Natural 20 and plus 12 on acrobatics.
Okay, so exits from here. There's
Mhm.
only like the broken windows.
The window from this room, the only exit is the broken window. But there are 2 spiral staircases that go upstairs to who knows where. And actually, there is a door to your left.
Oh. Well, I'll walk towards Hemlock because I don't want to mess it anymore.
All right, the broken glass is the glass windows 30 feet away from where you're at.
Okay.
So you get up to it.
I will I will use. I mean, can I see blood from here?
Yes. He looks distracted.
I'll shoot Tim-Tam at him.
Okay.
12.
Nope.
Okay.
Bounces right off his armor.
And I will ready a grease spell for when Saxton moves out of the way. I'll cast it on at Blood's feet.
Okay, so when he's visible coming through the door.
Exactly.
Okay.
And say, Saxton, we're leaving. That's my turn.
Okay. After you. Hemlock, give me a wisdom save.
Oh, it's cocked.
Like Jesse?
Yes.
Jesse Cox? Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. It took me a minute. Wisdom. Oh, shit. 23? 22.
Okay, what are you thinking of right now at this moment?
I'm thinking my friends are in trouble and I need to convince them to leave.
Okay. Saxton, you see Vlad heal up some of his wounds. And he moves right up to you. And he says, "How dare you compare me to him?" And he swings his greatsword at you twice. Oh, wow. Only a 13 for the first one.
Nope.
17?
Just makes it.
All right. You take 20 slashing damage.
Okay.
3, actually, yeah, none of his ghosts are going to be within range of Nyhm. But, you know what? 3 of them, you'll see go through the wall into the chapel. The other 3 come float over towards you and attack you. Those you got in the chapel, you hear after Tim-Tam's like, "We're leaving," 3 ghostly night apparitions phase in through the wall from the dining room. And they look very angry, and they are looking for Nyhm, which they spot pretty quickly.
Are you in the chapel?
Nope, you're outside. Remember?
Okay, cool. No, I meant,
You
am
can
I
see
looking
it.
in the window?
Yeah, you're within visibility. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
they're like 50 feet away from where you're at.
Okay.
Right. Now I'll still use online dice roller for the 2 attacks each that they get on Saxton. 2 of them are crits. What's your armor class?
16.
Okay, 5 of the 6 attacks hit. So you take 49 force damage as the barrage of blades swing at you. And actually, a very organized pattern where they'll just like, one will swing and then duck and the other one will strike. and then duck, and then he just did that in a rapid succession. And then I got to roll for the criticals. That was including the critical damage. I'm just rolling for the effects.
Me, I've already been Ginzu'd.
Are you still up?
Oh no.
You're down?
Yep.
All right. Well, one of those strikes pushed you back 10 feet, so you went flying backwards. And the other one made that attack do even more damage than it would have done. So, all right. Interesting. So after them, it is your turn, Saxton. So I need a death saving throw. You just roll a flat d20 unless you have some special effect, which I think only like grave domain clerics have stuff for that. Or if you have inspiration
18.
Okay, that's one pass. You can click one success. You need 3 to succeed, and if you succeed all 3, you are stabilized at 0 hit points. You are unconscious. If you fail all 3, you are dead.
Yep.
So, after you, it is Hemlock's turn. Hemlock, you sense a disturbance in the Schwartz. Which is what you call the keyhole thing.
Are we seriously?
No. Not seriously.
Mind it, but I think I would be mad. Okay. So I have the
You feel like something
Holy
really wrong
symbol.
is going on in there.
Okay. Do I see Saxton? I don't see
No,
Saxton.
definitely not. Right now, the only things that would be visible as enemies would be the 3 Phantom Warrior things that face through the wall, way on the opposite side of the chapel that you're outside of.
Okay. So Vlad is not in the room that I can see, right?
Right.
I only see Saxton or not Saxton. I only see Tim-Tam coming towards me.
You hear a
Really?
whisper in your ear say, "Head back to the castle."
Is this Strahd? Is he right behind me? Can I punch him in the throat?
It sounds like Strahd.
But do I feel like a presence right behind me, or just the
It doesn't
voice
sound
in my
like it's
ear?
right over your shoulder, but you hear the voice behind
Okay.
you.
Because literally, I would have just sucker punched him. Okay.
But as you reactionarily turn around, he's nowhere to be seen.
I don't know what to do.
Big mode.
I say, Tim-Tam, is everything all right?
I have no idea. Saxon is not coming. He should be here because he's pretty fast. I'm worried.
Okay, I hop back in the room then.
Okay, that will be your action just because it's kind of difficult to climb back in.
Okay, and I still have my movement, so I can run as little feet as possible.
What's your movement speed?
I mean, it's 30 feet.
Oh, it's
So-
okay. So you make it most of the way there. You're pretty much next to those Phantom Warriors, actually.
Okay.
Well, you're
do
not
I
next
see
to them,
Saxton?
but like the same. You and them are like the same distance in the room. That makes sense.
Do I see Saxton then?
Give me a perception check.
Yeah, I don't think I see him.
What'd you get?
I got a 5.
Okay. You see Vlad, and you see 3 of those other Phantom Warriors in the dining room, and they seem to be fighting. somebody, which you're pretty sure is Saxton.
Come on, we gotta go. Okay. That's all I can do. I used all of my stuff.
Nyhm, it's your turn.
How tall, or I'm sorry, how far up are the windows?
How far away they are from you?
Well, how far away and how far up the wall are they? Like, how high off the ground is the bottom of it?
They're like 3 feet up. But that's where the base of the stained glass windows are. But they go up. Let's see. How tall is this place? Cool. You give me nothing. So I'm gonna say 20 feet up. It's it's a really high chapel. Makes sense that the glass windows go almost that high.
All right. And there's a lot of the stained glass shards on the ground, correct?
Mm-hmm. Look like they've been
Then,
there
yeah.
a long time.
Oh, yeah. I do still need to know how far away that window is.
From your current
Close.
position, it is 30 feet away. Since you came straight in the room.
Okay. Then the first thing I want to use for my action is an upcast catapult. I want to use it on one of the glass shards
Mm-hmm.
and send it go straight at Vlad. Now I need a dex check.
Trying to think if you can actually hit him from here.
He should be the only one in the doorway.
It's not a straight line. He's not in the doorway anymore. He moved in.
Oh.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to hit him with one of the glass shards. Though there's a lot of... You can still cast catapult. There's still a lot of rubble and stuff around. You can find a piece that would be in catapult range.
Then I'll
Hopefully.
just use a ball bearing that I've got. I still have about 984, 5.
Okay. 14.
That is equal to my dex check.
So he just passes then.
So it tinks off the back of his head. And then for my movement and bonus action, I'm going to jump to the window and jump out. Straight out. GTFO.
Okay.
I'm gone.
All right. After you, it's Tim-Tam's turn. Tim-Tam, it's only you and Saxton in the other room. Everyone else is outside. Just right next to you are these phantom warriors. They don't seem to acknowledge you, though.
Can I reach Saxon?
You move into the room.
Yeah,
Because it's really hard to see him. As you move into the room, let's see how much of your movement that would take. Since you're right here, it'll take 20 feet of your movement. As you move in, about 20 feet away at one of the ends of the dining room table, you see 3 of these phantom warriors, and they are standing over top of a collapsed body of Saxton, along with Vladimir.
So I cannot reach it within my movement, with my regular movement.
No, he's currently 25 feet away. Plus his enemy is 20 feet away.
I'll use my dash action then to move there. On top of Saxton.
Okay, none of them attack you. As a reaction.
Okay. And can I, like, I'll just lay on top trying to grab him, so
Okay.
Can I at least give him half cover or something?
Okay.
And bonus action, Tim-Tam will shoot at Vlad.
Really?
Come on, Tim-Tam. 19 to hit.
He chose not to attack you.
Do it.
Roll to hit.
Fly, you fools! Fly!
11 force damage and gets pushed if it can be pushed.
Oh, now, what was the hit?
19, sorry.
Oh, okay. 11. And he gets pushed back. All right. It's his turn. But after you. And he cracks his neck, and he says, as you see, like the shot that just hit him, immediately just pretty much almost hit in the gate. And he says, "My qualms aren't with you. Take him and go. Hopefully he has learned his lesson."
I will not attack any more of your men or you if you
Good.
like.
And he sheathes his
Your
sword,
word.
his great sword. And he starts walking back upstairs. Provoking an attack if you would attack him, but I know you're not going to. He's heading to the door. I think he just gets through the doorway. Because he's not dashing, because he's Mr. Oh, I'm big and badass, so I just stomp my way out slowly. The three Phantom Warriors glare at you angrily and then fade off and disappear. Last thing you see is the red glowing of their eyes. Nyhm and Hemlock, you see the same thing as the ghostly spectral Phantom Warriors start floating towards the window that you guys are at, and they just stop and then just fade off. You see Vladimir come back into the room, and he starts heading towards one of the spiral stairways.
You're a coward.
Nyhm has high enough past perception to see the vampire spawn come out of the ceiling up in the roof, and they are crawling around the other side of the building. Saxton, give me a death saving throw.
No. Oh yeah, he goes before me. No, never mind.
All right, let's see. $17.
That's another pass when we're passing your staple.
Okay.
Hemlock, since you're outside, let me get you a good view of what's
Not
outside.
outside. I came inside.
Oh, then he ignores your response then for saying he was a coward, because he knows he's not. You just don't understand.
He is a coward. She says it again. You're gonna spend eternity in this darkness just because you're afraid. I
am not afraid.
won't even accept. Then what do you call this?
The punishment he deserves. He might seem like he has free reign here, but he'll never get what he wants.
He gets to kill over and over and over and over again, and you by not helping us, just let that happen. He killed you and your whole all
Better
of
than
these
having
people.
him conquer more lands and bring more people to this damnation. More folk into this damnation.
Like, we're not from here. He brought us into it. That's going to keep happening forever. Unless you help us.
Heed my advice and stay away from that devil. He is not worth it. Find your way out of these lands. Don't give him any attention that he's begging for.
I don't think I've directly given Strahd any attention. I think he's sought me out to get the attention. I would like to be free of him if that's fine with you. So I would like, and I will never be free of him until he's dead.
And your soul is damned here too. In this valley. He's a champion of Kren's. I see that you have fallen for their deception. Do you do anything else on your turn?
I turn away from him and I go to where Tim-Tam is.
Oh, at this point, another revenant is coming downstairs. Or no, it has not come downstairs. You see them up on the balcony. And they're looking down very worryingly at Vlad. Unlike the others, they're not wearing they're wearing like a knight's outfit, but it's more like a mix between like a clergy and wearing armor. Like a D&D cleric. They are also a eagle folk. But they are shorter.
Mm. I make sure they know that I can see them.
Look at you, and then they look away and turn away. Unlike Vlad, they don't look angry. They look sad. You're not sure if they're sad of you, or if they're sad for Vlad. But you can't help but notice there seems to be some connection between them with your proficiency with connections.
There's like a string of fate drawing them or something. Well, hold that thought. I'm gonna go heal my friend, and then I'll come back and talk to this eagle person. So I'm gonna go to Saxton.
So you're gonna dash?
Yep.
Because you already used your
would
move.
dashing get to him?
You're not sure. You don't see him.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, you used your move to get to... Oh, no, you have not. Okay, so... Yeah, you only talked this whole turn. Holy crap. So you move in there, and you can see Tim-Tam next to the body of Saxton, who's laying on the ground, bleeding out. You're about 25 feet away at the door.
I guess I will use my dash action to get to Saxton then.
Okay. Nyhm. Outside, you can see just down below is what appears to be a graveyard and a sentry tower on the other end of the graveyard. There's like a pathway leading to it. Small one. It's part of this mansion, like the back part of it. And way in the distance to the south is the marsh. But it is your turn.
Anything interesting about either? Anything that tower or the marsh?
Let's see. It's a fog-shrouded cemetery, 7-foot tall fence of wrought iron. Besides being spooky, you don't really see anything of interest.
And nothing specifically from the guard tower or the marsh?
Oh, actually the guard tower, you see tarnished silver-plated gargoyles shaped like dragon wormlings that are clung to the stone-tiled roof. I said tower, but it's actually more of a mausoleum. This 8-foot tall, 4-foot wide marble door is set into the wall engraved with the name Argon Vost.
Oh. They have a mausoleum for their dragon friend.
Mm-hmm. And that is probably about 80 feet away, door.
Okay. I want to head over there and check that out.
Alright, so you're going to do all your actions to make sure you get there?
I mean, if we're still technically in initiative, then yes.
Okay. As you reach the door, first things first, you suddenly feel like someone or something is watching you. Looking up, you spot a well-dressed man with well-dressed raptor with a thick mane of feathers coming down from their gizzard, observing you from a high tower window. They draw a curtain and disappear from view. And at the doorway, it looks like it's a stone door, but it's not locked. You could probably pull it open. But not in this turn, unfortunately.
Okay.
Tim-Tam.
Okay. First, a super random thought. Does that saving throw count as rolling a saving throw?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
for the next one, I know that Flash of Genius works for that.
Ooh, cool. I was about to say that anything that benefits or detriments saving throws, death saving throws do count for that.
That's crazy because I can give a +5 to that. Okay. It's not gonna be useful for now, but just to have it.
You're right over
Great.
top of Saxton, who's prone. And
Yeah, I
dying.
will.
He seems to be doing pretty good,
uh,
actually, all things considered.
Well, I don't want to jinx it, so I will just cure wounds him and try to lift him up. Come on, bro. You have this. You have this. Hemlock, help me. Lift him. Is Nyhm? Are you on Nyhm safe? Is everything okay?
Saxton, you are conscious.
9 HP.
You wake up to Tim-Tam putting your arm around their shoulder, picking you up. And you see Hemlock in the same room too. But no revenants or phantoms or anything.
Oh, got a killer headache.
Saxton's covered in cut marks.
Okay.
So that
we
was
should
your
probably-
that was your action.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything else. You just
No, I won't.
okay. At this point, we are out of initiative then. The main reason was just for death saves. So Nyhm, I'll go to you first since you're away from everybody. You're gonna try to open this door.
I want to make sure that I'm not about to be attacked by 2 silver gargoyles or anything else when I open the door, but yes.
You look up at them, and they do not move at all. They don't seem to do anything.
Okay, then...
When you put your hand on the door, they don't do anything.
Okay. Just as a paranoid move, I would like to check for traps.
All right, give me an investigation or perception check. Your choice.
Let's go with perception. $14.
No traps.
Cool. Yeah, I pull the door open.
All right, give me a strength check, as this door is heavy and made of stone.
Uh-oh.
And you notice it's a pull, not a push. So you don't accidentally do the awkward thing where you like push on a pull door.
Lovely. 18.
Takes a lot of your little Jerbeen strength, but you're able to slide the door open.
I imagine it's getting up on the door, holding onto the handle, and pushing with my feet against the side, trying to open it.
Yeah. The
Fortunately, the feet are on the door itself.
The interior of the mausoleum is dark and dusty, and you see 4 empty alcoves with raised floors. Etched into the far wall is a verse of some kind you cannot read.
Can I not read it because...
I'm going to double check your languages, but pretty sure you can't read it. Yeah, you can't read it.
Okay, but I can at least see it without having to go any further in.
Yeah.
Okay. I will do my best to jot that down on a piece of parchment using, I think I've got either charcoal or ink. But effectively trying to retrace the symbols on a parchment, just in case somebody else might be able to read it.
Mm-hmm. You see a clear spot in one of the alcoves that looks just the right size for a certain skull that you saw before.
Oh, that's disconcerting. Do I notice anything else at all? Any nameplate, any other nameplates, or
nothing else in here?
Okay.
You're thinking the remains of the dragon's probably buried underneath the mausoleum. Like you have to break the stone floor to get to it.
All except for the skull.
Yeah.
Well, actually, there's a question. If the skull is elsewhere, wouldn't that section have been disturbed? Or was historically speaking, and this can be out of character or not, whichever, wouldn't that mean that the skull was taken before the dragon was buried?
Roll me insight.
Insight. $17.
You're thinking the skull was stolen well before this was made.
Oof. Okay, I will take my part.
The legends you've heard of dragons is true, and if it's as big as the one you saw in that weird misty vision you guys saw, carrying the remains of a dragon would be a lot of work. So it probably didn't happen overnight. Getting all of the remains in this building, this mausoleum, let alone building the mausoleum.
Okay. I will take my parchment and whatever scratches I can make, respectfully close the door behind me, and then head back towards the castle, or the keep.
Okay, so the rest of you are in the dining hall.
We need to get back to town. Where's Nyhm?
I don't know.
All of you, all 4 of you, here out the front of the mansion, horse trot, and a carriage. And you hear something get dropped off from the carriage, and then you hear like, yeah, it's off.
You guys,
Head towards the door.
Yeah, you
I'll head
guys
for
go
the
check
package.
that out. I'm gonna see if I could talk to this this eagle person I saw upstairs. I saw like a connection between them and Vlad, so I'm gonna go see if I could maybe convince him to try to help us convince him. Anyway, I'll see you. Bye.
Um,
Nyhm, as you are leaving the mausoleum and you're in the cemetery, there is a stone stairway that leads up to a door, and you think this is the other side of the door that's in the chapel.
Is it where I saw the figure that disappeared behind the curtain?
No, that was upstairs on the second
Okay.
floor.
I think I'll head towards the package that was just dropped off.
Okay, so you meet up with everybody else then. And you notice Hemlock's not there.
I'll cast 2 more Cure Wounds on Saxton.
So Hemlock, you got 2 choices.
Mm-hmm.
You can choose to either take the balcony to the north or the balcony to the south.
I don't like that.
Because they were 2 different ones.
Okay, but what was the closest one to that person?
The north.
I'll take the north one.
Okay. This wooden balcony overhangs the mansion's chapel. An exquisitely carved wooden throne rests at the west end between 2 doors. And narrow archways lead to spiral staircases going up and down, which you just went. Hanging from the high ceilings, or what was hanging on the high ceilings, was the iron chandelier, which has now been collapsed. The candle holders are shaped like tiny little silver dragons.
Oh. They have a theme, and I appreciate it.
So, 2 doors. No one visible. You are 20 feet above the chapel.
Ooh.
Luckily, the balcony has railings.
Okay. Yeah. I say, where did I see the person?
Now that
Can I just go
now that you're
towards-
up here and you get this perspective from up here, it looks like they were like if they went up to the edge of the balcony from where the throne was, which is dead in the middle. So you're not sure if they went left or right.
Oh. Good adventure to go left. I go left.
Okay. As you head to the left, everybody else, you're heading outside, right?
Yeah, going to see the UPS guy.
You see outside, barely make out before it disappears into the mist, a wagon disappears, heading towards the Valaki. And sitting in front of the place is a coffin. Looks like it was
a
newly.
coffin?
Yeah, it doesn't look old at all. It looks fresh. I think it was just made recently. It has someone's name on it, but you can't really make it out from the entryway of the mansion.
Move closer and look at it.
Okay, roll me a d4.
D4. Three.
You see that the name chiseled onto it is yours.
This isn't barely enough to hold me.
The coffin is nailed shut, though.
I'll pry it open.
Give me a strength check. What is Tim-Tam and Nyhm doing?
I offer him a pry bar.
Oh, then you have advantage.
Waiting for
Specifically what a
Hemlock.
pry bar is for.
Oh, with the pry bar, it's a nat 20.
All right, you easily get the nails out.
I'm going to have to kick my own ass.
And as you do, a swarm of bats come flying out and attack you. As we roll initiative again.
What were you saying, Lluis?
I will be by the window waiting for Hemlock.
Now, did you cast those other 2 heal wounds or?
Yeah, yeah, I never told you 20 more HP you got. Total.
Leave.
All right, so Hemlock, I know you're not technically in combat, but it's just to keep order of things. What'd you get?
Oh, I rolled the worst possible thing. So 3.
Great.
Yeah.
Saxton.
17.
Okay. Tim-Tam.
13.
Okay. And Nyhm.
8.
Nice. Oh, you usually roll pretty good. I'm actually surprised. So yeah, Saxton, you go first. The bats just come flying out of the coffin, swarming you, squeaking.
Well, I'm not having any more of that, so gonna start punching.
Okay.
16.
16 hits.
9 damage.
Okay. You
Second hit.
You punch a bat out of the sky.
19.
19 hits.
10 damage.
Punch another bat out of the sky.
How thin is this herd getting?
Not very thin.
Well, Fury blows in. 24.
24 hits.
Nine more damage.
All right. That one you Aussie it. Because why not?
No. That's how all this crap happened this year to start with,
What, bats?
wasn't it?
Yeah, you know, the Wuhan person ate the bat, and then suddenly we're in lockdown.
Oh, I did not know that. Huh. Anyway. You got one more attack, right?
Yes. But would that one give me a deck save?
Okay. Where's their stats? There they are. Dex. 17.
Okay, that passes.
To be fair, they rolled really good.
And my last attack. $16.
16 hits.
With 9 more damage.
Okay.
And give me another deck save.
Seven.
They're knocked on the ground.
They're immune to prone.
Well, okay.
You knock one prone and the rest of them are still up. Pretty much. And then after you, it's their turns. So they try to bite you. Squeaking. You got rid of most of them. But they don't get through your fur / feathers. Then after that, it is Tim-Tam's turn. Saxton swarmed by bats. About, actually, how far away would you be if you're at the window? That's about 50 feet away.
Okay, well, me and Tim-Tam will shoot at the swarm.
Okay.
So, Firebolt, 27 to hit.
That hits.
That's 2d10 and a d8. 15 fire damage.
You burn up the rest of the bats.
Okay. Tim-Tam one shot then.
All right, Matt. Well, that was initiative for you. Okay, out of initiative again. Hemlock. You go upstairs.
Yep.
And I lost track of where it was. Cool. Cool. And you took the left route.
Let JD in here.
You can see there seems to be, as you open the door, 2 different alcoves. The alcove that you're closest to, since you went in through the left door, a red velvet curtain hangs in front of it, and it ripples ever so slightly. Meanwhile, the other side of the alcove, you can see there's another sheet of red velvet.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get lost in this house.
It's a mansion after all.
I guess I'll go. I don't know. But it's not the Winchester Mystery House. It's come on. Okay. It's I'll go to the one that's being blown in the wind or whatever.
All right, as you move it aside, you can see a black cloth that covers something the top of a white marble pedestal.
I don't like this. I guess I take the cloth off.
Roll me a d4.
Is this
2.
actually?
A 2. You see Tim-Tam's
Yeah.
severed head on top of the pedestal.
No!
Oh, so it's McCamey Manor.
Little flies are buzzing around it.
No!
Blood from the head starts dripping off of it and going on down the pedestal, white pedestal.
I pick up the head then, and then
It's heavy.
Yeah, it's like 10 pounds, isn't it, or something?
A human head is, anyway.
Yeah. I pick it up and I run back the way that I came, and I'm screaming, Nyhm, Saxton!
All right, the first person you see is Tim-Tam.
Tim-Tam!
And to your disbelief, you look down and you see that you're carrying an exquisite alabaster bust of a handsome raptor in their Middle Ages.
Yes.
What's this?
Hemlock? You want to steal that? It's okay. You can keep it.
Oh,
It's fine.
I give Tim-Tam a hug. I set the thing on the ground and I give Tim-Tam a hug.
Oh. You okay? Did you find the eagle you want to talk to?
No, I found.
Was it mean to you? Because we can burn this place down.
That seems to be our
No.
shtick.
No, I found.
You
thought I
just
saw-
now notice Saxton in front of an opened coffin, and there are dead bats everywhere.
Anything in
What
the
the
coffin?
hell?
Quite a few of them were cooked.
Oh, is it lined with velvet?
No, just a wooden
Damn it.
coffin.
So nothing special inside.
Nope. Well,
Okay.
back one if you want some.
I mean, it would help with gunpowder, I think.
Or fireballs?
I'm out of
thought-
fireballs.
I had Tim-Tam's head. It was bleeding all over, and it was just this bust. I think I'm
Oh.
going crazy. Actually, I might keep this.
It's laying on the ground facing away from you.
Yeah, sure. Take it. It's. I don't think it's you. It's probably this place. You know. It tries to.
You can write down on your inventory, alabaster bust, 10 pounds.
What time of day is it?
It's dark.
We need to get back to town.
Oh, I want to talk to the eagle first. I think that they could help us. Will you come? Will you all please come with me, so that I don't get lost and think that I see Tim-Tam's head again?
Sure. Let's keep the group together.
Saxton's
I will
bleeding.
stay right out here.
Why do you want to go back to town so badly? Did you make a deal with a certain vampire? Never mind. I don't know that.
To rest and then go get the head of that dragon and bring it back here from the old witch.
Oh, we.
Saxton looks the most beat up you've ever seen him.
Oh, Saxton.
He's in way worse shape than you think you actually have ever been, and that's saying something. Hemlock's taken a lot.
Whoa. Yeah. That's really weird.
Merely a flesh wound. I've had worse.
Do I see any like bite marks or anything?
No. You can give me a medicine check if you want. It'd be easy check.
Plenty of cleaves.
You won't need to do like a big examination. It'll just be you like eyeballing it.
14.
Yeah, lots and lots and lots of cut marks from sword gashes.
Okay.
Some are deeper than others, and you think those ones were from Vlad.
Oh, yeah, I'll cast Cure Wounds. My blessed charge of the Icon of Ravenloft, I'll use Cure Wounds. 3rd level? And so...
Do those recharge?
You can use that once a day. It recharges at dawn.
I think I might have already used it, but the charge is still here on D&D Beyond, so I got confused. I will heal you for I'll use my cleric spell to heal you for...
If you have any warlock spell slots left, you can use your warlock spell slots for your cleric spells if you want.
Yeah, but
just for future note. Like if you need to like super heal or something with cleric, you can.
Are you looking really bad? Really bad?
He's looking really bad. I think Tim-Tam healed him
All
9.
right.
Oh, 29 total.
Oh, 29.
Okay.
Well, he's still like...
Yeah, because I burned three.
I'm good.
If I cast Cure Wounds at 5th level, it'll be like a whole shitload of heal. So I'll just do it. It's fine. So I'll heal you 5th level Cure Wounds.
I'm good.
No, I'm doing it.
Too late.
Too late. Gotta get my calculator out.
But it adds character.
It's too late to apologize. It's too late. Sorry.
Backhand comes from the 4th wall.
Ow.
Oh, wow.
For 2 hit points.
That's funny because that's impossible. Unless you're Cat. Somehow Cat would get a 2 at a 5th level cure.
Yeah, definitely. 29. You get 29 hit points back.
Oh, my arm is reattached. The only way these people are even going to even think about helping us if we get the dragon god's head back.
Well, I don't know. I saw a very seemed like a very friendly one in cleric outfit, and I don't know. I feel like a connection between Vlad and them, and I feel like maybe I should talk to them.
My God, how tight did he crush your skull?
I don't like giving up on people.
considering every other thing that you've tried to talk to, I can't say that's a good idea.
I think I've gotten us out of a lot of sticky situations. And
And
this,
right in the middle of others.
I mean, I think actually attacking is what is getting us into the most trouble.
You hear movement in the trees nearby. When I say nearby, I mean like 100 feet away, like on the other side of the road. And coming out of the trees are wolves. One dire wolf and two not dire wolves. The dire wolf is carrying 3 large spears. I think they're pikes. And it walks over slowly to your guys' side of the road. Don't need you do anything.
I
Get
have
behind me. I go go defensive.
I have speak with animals on all the time. Do they say anything?
They haven't yet.
I say, what are you doing? Get away.
The direwolf stops, looks at you, looks back at Saxton, and continues moving forward again. And it puts gently all 3 pikes on the ground on the other side of the road. Takes 2 steps back, still facing you guys. Turns around, and as it's turning around, it like keeps an eye on you until it can't anymore. And all 3 wolves go back into the woods.
Now,
What is that about?
those are for the hags, where their heads are going to be placed.
Will they work?
When we rend them from their bodies. I'll head over there towards the pikes.
Okay.
So
You can head over to there, and you now have 3 pikes. They are non-magical, but they do have Strahd's symbol on the where the head and the shaft are attached on them. So they're very clearly from his castle. They have 10-foot reach. You have to two-hand them. Besides that, they're spears.
Said you have to attune to them?
Nope.
And I misheard that.
I think they're just like basic wrought iron spikes.
They coated in salt?
They are old
Never
but sharp.
mind. Supernatural joke, never mind.
Do
so
I
our-
notice the symbol of Strahd?
All of you do, yeah. It's very clearly on there, like purposefully.
so we're gonna-
Go ahead. Look, US, I've cut you off like 3 times.
I mean, Saxton, you gonna explain or withdraw our conclusions?
To keep the vampires from attacking us, I told Strahd we'd kill the hags.
I don't.
Didn't barter with him, did you?
For him to let y'all go unharmed.
So it's a contract. We have to kill them or else he comes back for us.
What does he win?
Well, since the vampires left, they did not harm you. Those bastards inside, on the other hand,
Quick question out of character.
What?
Quick question, just out of character. Are the pikes bigger than me?
They're 10 feet.
It's bigger than
So
anyone.
yes. Okay, so I probably can't handle them. All right.
Yeah, I would say in terms of 5e, they would be considered heavy, just in a sense of like small size, can't really wield them properly.
as much as I hate that asshole, those witches I hate more. Not only did they come after Hemlock in her sleep, but what they do to the children.
Saxton, you have a brief vision of these pikes planted into the ground with the sharp ends up, and the 3 hags' heads are on one on each. Just for like a brief moment.
If we can at least rid this land of them, it's a good start.
Oh yeah, I mean, I understand it. I also understand that you could not ask if it was a good idea or not.
At the time when I was talking with him, we were a little outnumbered and completely surrounded.
And maybe if you didn't do that, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Yeah, we'd probably be dead from those 4 vampires.
What I just wonder is, what does Strahd win?
The thing is, it doesn't include any y'all.
Yeah, you're not gonna carry this burden alone.
Does it include you? You said it doesn't include us. Does it include you?
And I made no binding contract with him. I just said that if he let y'all go, I would help him kill the hags and mount their heads on these pikes.
To be fair,
I didn't
They-
sign any kind of contract there, Hemlock.
to be fair, the hags have attacked us randomly, including during sleep. That's one less thing we have to worry about when we try to rest. If we take
Oh
a nap.
no, absolutely. I think dealing with the hags should be at least our moral obligation. But I mean, I'm not opposed to the idea. I just like I'm trying to understand why would Strahd accept that bargain. I didn't know he hated them. I'm
Because
failing to
they
understand
are
what
going
does
after
he
the
win.
same souls that he wants.
Hmm.
Didn't he
Okay.
tell us that back at the
Right.
lighthouse that we burned down the first time we met him?
Tell you what,
I'm not gonna
When we met him at the lighthouse that we had just burnt down,
The windmill?
the windmill. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said lighthouse. At the windmill that we
Land
burned down,
ho.
didn't he
Yeah,
make
she's over there.
mention that he was actually approving of us going after the hags because that's where the information came from. Because of the fact that they take the souls that are technically meant for him in his quote unquote domain. So that's why he
Okay.
would prefer to get them out of the way.
I forgot about that. And because there's a lot of hags living in his castle, I thought he
And a
liked
lot
them.
of building fires.
This place does seem very flammable, doesn't it?
now you think about it, the witches that were in his castle looked a lot more like Baba the Saga than they did these 3 hags that you deal with.
Okay.
They seemed less supernatural. Like they draw from supernatural since you're artificer, I'd say, because you're proficient with thinking scientifically. It's more of like, they're drawing from the magic externally, while the 3 hags that you're dealing with, it's like they are magic.
So like the difference between a witch and a hag.
Exactly.
Okay.
Nail in the coffin. Looks over at coffin. Never mind.
No, there's probably still a few nails still stuck in there.
Nah, with a 20.
Ugh.
Saxton took off like 3 nails and then ripped off the rest.
Oh yeah, I want my pry bar back.
Tink,
If-
tink, tink.
Yeah, really. At this point, we
Oh,
just need rest.
Your crowbar's orange, isn't it? Didn't you bring it out before and I joked it was orange?
The pry bar?
Yeah.
That I can't remember.
Well, it's orange.
It has a symbol of a mountain on there with the initials BM on it.
Actually, it was just never mind. Yeah, I think our best bet is to get back to town as quickly as possible and try to get some type of rest because this has been a nightmare, just like all the previous days.
Okay.
How bright is it out here at night?
It's nighttime, so no.
Well,
Like, can we
remember,
actually see the
there's-
moon or anything?
Ooh. No, you can't because it's very cloudy.
yeah, it's always cloudy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
In Philadelphia.
Um,
Cloudy.
yeah, no, it's completely dark unless you guys have light sources. Well, I guess Saxton's glowing sword is always a light source, but
Well, not to mention, most of us have some type of night vision except for Tim-Tam. I've got the night vision goggles. That's
Hmm.
part of what we were discussing the last time we were trying to make a trip back to town.
all right. Well, since Hemlock seems to be our little piece of fate here, why don't you roll me a d20? As you guys head back home. Well, not home, but back to town.
17.
Okay. You're about an hour away. This is because of your tracking abilities from your background. And you're about halfway back when somebody impedes your path on the road. You can
Who
barely
will
make them
recognize?
out with they're just on the like a silhouette on the edge of the low light from the glowing sword. But they appear to be some kind of folk. They're you're thinking bird folk, but you're not sure. You're not sure if it's like twigs or feathers or what, but they seem very matted and unsorted.
I'll ask again, do we recognize the silhouette?
Nope.
I'll continue on my way, carrying these pikes.
So they're in the middle of the road.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're saying that they're only visible because of the light of the sword?
Yeah, they're just barely within the low light range.
Okay. If I put the night
So
vision
40,
goggles.
40 feet away.
Okay. So if I put the night vision goggles on, do I see anything more specific? Do I recognize anybody?
Give me perception.
The passive 15 doesn't work.
Oh, past 15, yeah, no, that'd be fine. They look like they're a gallus. Like a peacock.
So it doesn't look like anybody we've met before.
Nope, definitely not. They seem to be wearing like antler helmet of some kind. Weird.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Any symbols, tabards?
Not that you can see. Well, they're it's almost like a ghillie suit in a way. Whatever the robes are they're wearing.
Well, we have a friend in the road.
And I'll call out friend or foe.
They don't respond.
Oh, not this crap again.
And they tap their staff on the ground.
Oh,
And as they do, it glows white.
Okay. I will want to take my night vision goggles off so I don't burn my retinas.
Oh no, it's not that bright.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the only thing that'll burn your retinas is if Hemlock uses the talisman for sunlight.
So solar flare.
Yeah. Actually, the goggles actually don't say they do anything if you're in daylight, so it'd be more like Minecraft night vision, where the night sky looks kind of like daytime always.
Gandalf, is that you?
Oh, can I use the bell branch to expend one charge to detect the presence of apparitions, celestials, constructs, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead within 60 feet of me?
Yes.
And then, if they do, the bells ring softly.
You do, and you don't sense any of those nearby. But all of the The roots and stuff around you, guys, stand up into humanoid-like forms. And the person with the staff starts moving towards you, and your bells
Mhm.
ring off. And you just ring, 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 ring. In the distance, you see a blue glowing humanoid figure.
Jump up into the trees.
And that's where we'll end it for tonight.
We lived ish.
Yeah.
We're ending it here for tonight because we don't got time for another combat.
You don't want to stick with the plan and stop mid combat again?
Yeah, no, I'm not
say
gonna.
the same.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that again.
I throw a punch.
So, we'll go to plugs. We will start. I'll try to do a little bit out of order this time. We'll start with Nyhm. Do you have any plugs? If you don't, it's fine.
Yeah, not this time.
Okay, that's fair. Saxton, do you got any plugs?
Just a 220 to a window AC unit.
Nice. Tim-Tam, you got any plugs?
Yeah, check out my Twitter and Patreon. I do art, mostly about D&D stuff. So if you're interested in the subject, absolutely check it out. I promise I will check my Twitter now that the post about the sorcerer is dying out. I can actually look at my phone. So yeah.
Well, you can set it so the notifications only like people you know. And stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I got really scared, but yeah. So yeah, if you like art, and if you wanna have your character drawn, and you wanna commission people, Scotty and I don't know if Callie has opened her commission.
Not right now.
I think she
Got
will
it.
once the year's over. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
after the 16th at least.
Okay, then
at-
you should absolutely commission Scotty because he's super fast and super good. So yeah.
Thanks. Since I mentioned Callie, how about you, Hemlock? You got any plugs?
Yeah. Hello, I'm Callie, Cap Callie on Twitter. I do art, but right now, like Boo said, my commissions are capped because so I can focus on not losing my brain. And
your health comes first. That goes to all you artists.
Yeah,
Don't overwork yourselves.
And at least until after the week of my birthday, at least, the cap will be on commissions, and but hopefully after that I can get you your commissions before Christmas if you wanted, because I most of the time work relatively fast. My next game is Friday. It's Vaccine. I think one of my characters is making some food, and another one of my characters is in some shit. so US and Scotty are in that, and it's a time, especially for me. But yeah, that's it.
Okay, well, I don't mention this enough, but I also have a Patreon, and I usually just put art for my Zebediah guides and stuff I put on the DM's Guild on there. But I'm going to be doing a lot more of making some homebrew stuff that won't be in the DM's Guild and will only be accessible through Patreon. One of them I already made, and it was for the post Lluis was talking about on Twitter, where he made like a sorcerer whose spell focus was a bow, and I'm like, oh, that would be a really cool magic item. So I made it a magic item. If you want it, Just $5 a month for that tier, and you will have it. And any other of my D&D homebrew stuff on there. I think I also have my Stardust Elf on there. I have the Executioner, I think, which is like an artifact for Retroverse. That's a mix between a Great Axe and a guitar.
Oh,
So it's a mix between Mjolnir and Excalibur and a guitar. So there's that. And a bunch of other things that I'll be posting. My goal is to post something homebrew weekly. So if you wanna check that out, you can check that out. And besides that, thank you for watching, and we'll see you all next week.
bye.
Bye.